Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Rowe. We're looking in geometry part B. This is lesson 8. And we're looking at the circumference of a circle. Let's take a look at some information here. What is circumference? Well, circumference is the distance around the circle. This is similar to what you call the perimeter of a polygon. So this is like you're stepping on one point in the circle. You're walking all the way around the circle until you get back to that point. How far did you walk? So that's what we're talking about. To find the perimeter, you have to know either the length of the diameter or the radius. You don't need to know both, just one. It doesn't matter which one you know. You can find the radius because there's a formula, or you can find the circumference because there's a formula. So here are the formula that we're going to use. First one is C equals pi times D. So circumference equals pi times diameter. Or we'll use circumference equals 2 pi r, or circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. So now let's take a look at what pi means. So what is pi? Well, pi is a mathematical constant used in several different mathematical applications. For our purposes, we're going to leave pi as the symbol unless we otherwise say so. That's going to be called the exact answer. So if I ask you for the exact answer, you will not use any sort of estimates for pi. You'll just leave pi as the symbol. So some common approximations. The one that everybody knows and tries to use for everything is pi equals 3.14. That one's okay. I'm probably going to be the least likely to use that estimate, but you're welcome to use that estimate when we ask you to. Otherwise, leave it as just pi. And here is the one that I like better. This will be another approximation, which is pi is approximately 22 over 7. So this one will be the one that I'm going to use most often if I ask you to estimate using pi. Let's take a look at some examples here. So here is a circle. And it looks like we know that the radius is 20 feet. So we're going to fill into this formula 2 times pi times the radius. Now I haven't said to do anything other than find the circumference. So we're not going to use any estimates for pi because I didn't say to. So we're going to substitute 2 times pi times 20. So what's the only thing I can do here? Well, the only thing I can do here is I can multiply 2 times 20. 2 times 20 is 40, so this will be 40 pi feet. So that makes life a lot easier than trying to now go and multiply by 3.14. Just leave it like that, you're done. And this is the exact answer. Let's take a look at our next example. So this time we want to find the radius. So I don't know the radius. So what do I know? Well, I'm going to tell you that we're going to find the radius of the circle if the circumference is 88 meters. So here we're going to have to work backwards to find the radius. And here it is. I'm going to tell you to use pi is approximately 22 over 7. I want you to see how this 22 over 7 works. It's actually a lot nicer than using 3.14. So here is our formula. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. We're going to substitute everything we know. We know that the circumference is 88, and that's pretty much all we know. And we're also told that we can use this circumference or this estimate for pi of 22 over 7. So we're going to substitute that in as well. And now we're going to solve for r. Well, the first thing I want to do, I'm going to leave this fraction for last because that's the thing that people are going to say, I can't do this. Well, yes, you can. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. So we're going to divide by 2 first. We're going to divide both sides by 2. That's going to cancel this 2 out. And then what's 88 divided by 2? Well, that's 44. So now we got 44 equals 22 over 7 times pi. Now this is something that you have learned or should have seen numerous times in middle school and in Algebra 1, is how to solve an equation involving a fraction. Well, when you have a fraction, to get rid of that fraction to isolate the variable, you're going to multiply by a reciprocal. So we're going to multiply both sides of this equation by 7 over 22. Now look at what happens when I do this. Look at this. 22 goes into 44 2 times. So 2 goes into 44 two times. What's 2 times 7? 14. So the radius is 14. And you didn't have to use any nasty decimals like 3.14 to get it. So I hope this helps you with the circumference of a circle. If you still struggle with this content as you're working on the lesson, please let me know in a teacher message or make an appointment for a help session.